Hey, what's up, guys? Acid here. Today I'm going over the new rotation that's going to be coming in 9.0.5. With the new rework of Flagellation, it's going to be, this is just basically going to be a thoughts and opinions. And so far I'm liking it. I would say it's a buff, but I'm going to go over it, why I like the change, and the new rotation changed since from my last video. The rotation is definitely going to be different, mainly because Flagellation doesn't go after 20 seconds anymore. It now pops up instantly. So, what we're going to go over today is rotation, my thoughts over the change, and a few other things. First of all, thanks for people that subscribed so far. I do like posting videos and helping people, especially there's not a small amount of Venthyr rogues out there, so I'm happy to help them. Anyways, we're gonna go over Flagellation. This is in the PTR, the newest build. First off, Flagellation beforehand didn't do that much damage. It was just 3 lash and just apply 3 points immediately. Now it's going to do more damage up the original lash, and then at every combo point within that combo point spent within that 12 seconds now is going to lash and give you 1% haste immediately. So it's just going to build up over time, and after that 12 seconds, that 12% haste now just sits there. It's just going to sit there, and the lashes also hit harder now. I believe they were 6% attack, and I believe they're 10% now. And so you want to try to get as much points spent. I still believe it's actually points earned, my bad, within that 12 seconds. So you want the most points earned within that time. So beforehand, you had a cap. Now I believe you don't have a cap. I've got this up to about 28%. I haven't seen a cap. They may add a cap. Maybe it is in PTR. This ain't going to be a full. This is just my estimations. They could always change this. They could always just get rid of it. But for now, this is in the PTR. There's no cap, meaning you want to get as many points within that 12-second time period as possible. So, first off, for the rotation now, it's going to be definitely better. You're going to be getting a lot better DPS. The Flagellation does last 24 seconds now instead of 20 seconds, but it kind of evens out with the fact that 4 of the 6 of those seconds you're getting lower than what you were with the original Flagellation. The difference is you're going to now have the Flagellation in your opener. You're not going to get 20 seconds after when your adrenaline rush has fallen off. Again, for Assassination too, this is, we're speaking Outlaw specifically here, but Assassination, this is going to be huge for them. Being able to get the haste buff right on their opener also. Anyways, the new rotation, I actually made a little notepad. I'm kind of liking doing this. Find a different way to do this later on when I start editing my videos. Since these are just kind of quick, no cuts, just kind of go right into it. New rotation 9.0.5. You're going to go into self, obviously. Roll the bones, ambush, blade flurry. If there is AoE, you always want to go into blade flurry. If you have 2 or 3 targets, 90% of the time you're going to go into a blade flurry, unless you have enough points. If you're running a Mythic Plus, you're going to slice and dice and then blade flurry. But most of the time you're going to blade flurry after or AoE. My bad. 2-3 targets plus, and this is where it changes. Originally, in my first video, when I was going over Venthyr Rogue, I was still new. Maybe I was about a month in. I was going over the original Flagellation, where it was 20 seconds after and how to play around it the best. Sadly, I didn't like it. I still stayed Venthyr. I do like playing Venthyr. It's fun, but this was a much needed change. And it's, in my eyes, a buff. It's going to be a pretty big buff for Venthyr also. So you're going to use these right at the same time. Flagellation and Adrenaline Rush. The reason why for that is you get your Adrenaline Rush time, Flagellation, obviously, and that Adrenaline Rush helps you build combo points. So you want your combo points when you have the max amount of energy. Your Slice and Dice helps you build that up. That's why you want to do Slice and Dice first. And then the haste with Slice and Dice means you're never going to run out of energy during this 20 seconds. That's why you want to get your Slice and Dice up before these two. And you're just going to be Sinister Striking and Dispatching after a second with a Between the Eyes. With both of these up, you're going to get 20 and 25% haste at the end for the extra 12 seconds, instead of it being capped at 15%, and even then you had to still spend 30 points during that time. Now, during that 12-second period, you want to try to get as much in as possible. It is uncapped. Like I said, got it up to like 27 or 28% before. I'm sure people can get it up to 30, 35, or maybe more. I don't know. At least I haven't seen a cap. There could be a cap. I doubt it. From the current PTR, looks like there's not. So you're going to go in to a Sinister Strike Dispatch after. You're going to want to Blade Rush with that Between the Eyes after if it is AoE. Just because Blade Rush does so much damage, even though you lose that extra combo points. I'm thinking of switching that Blade Rush actually further down. A lot of the reason for that is it doesn't build combo points, and I think you'll lose haste. But for now, that's going to stay there. But I'd try testing going down probably in the 9 slot, or maybe after everything is up, or you got rise at 12 seconds on the Flagellation disappears, and maybe use it there. That's still something I'm figuring out, and when it's live, I'll see then and to do more testing. But for now, let's stay in there. Of course, Sinister Strike Dispatch combo, refresh everything. Again, you'll always want to try to combine Flagellation with Adrenaline Rush, but if you get too many combo points with Adrenaline Rush, and let's say you have 30 seconds left on your Flagellation, which does happen if you get those rolls, just use your Adrenaline Rush. It's not worth saving for your Flagellation. Use your Flagellation then later on to build combo points easier into another Adrenaline Rush at that point, and then wait until they get close enough where you can combine them again. That's at least what I'm thinking is going to be the best deal right there. But try to combine them. But if you can't, if you get too many bonuses, oh well, use your Adrenaline Rush early on. Again, Blade Rush with low energy on a single target, and I just gets do big deeps from there. As you followed all this rotation, I have gotten recently a 98 parse, a few 95s, few 96 with rotations on my last one. So I'm thinking with this newer build, I can possibly do some 99s. I guess we'll see when it comes out. And as Venthyr going 95, 98s against people that are curing a Night Fae, it's kind of rough. But if you follow this rotation in 9.0.5, I believe it's going to do some pretty hard parsing. And even as Assassination, I believe it's going to work, not obviously with this rotation, but with a impossible put out a video for Assassination here soon. But we'll see in the future. The other change that happened here, I'm going to go right over here. Haven't put anything on my bars or keybind anything. Kind of weird. I just only tested pretty much just tested their rotation. We're going to go over into, so Count the Odds is still going to be the same. It's going to still be the best Conduit. Lashing Scars is actually going to possibly be your second best Conduit now. Because honestly, if you go over to Sleight of Hand, that was great. But the thing is, it only increased your chance by 14%. And you only re-roll every 30 to 45 seconds on a bad roll. And to just get an extra roll, like maybe once or twice a fight, not worth it to me. With Lashing Scars, you're getting that permanent now 5% haste to start out, which now will combine and go up higher. And you can possibly get like a 30% haste easier during that. Since a lot of Outlaw Rogues at the minute, their highest damage is melee. Just straight up melee. It's not dispatch, it's not an ability. 90% of the time when you see an Outlaw at top, it's either going to be Blade Flurry or melee. Sometimes you'll see dispatch, but dispatch is the highest. That means they were building combo points super hard. That whole fight, they were getting god rolls and doing awesome. And that's why they're dispatched up top. But 90% of the time, it's going to be just straight up melee. So building that haste is also very, very great. So now, going into the rotation, same as I told you guys earlier, we're going to go in, going to roll the bones, going to then ambush, pop these at the same time. Oh, wrong. Fix that. Okay. Boom, boom. I have my slice and dice up there, and you're just going to go into here. I'm not really looking at the screen right now. I'll make sure everything checks out, okay? Usually, I build up the slice and dice further. I don't even know if I use slice and dice there. I guess I already had it or something. I don't know. Maybe I just forgot. You do want to use Flagellation. For some reason, that didn't go off. But you're going to throw Flagellation in there. As you can see, test it right now. Well, Adrenaline Rush is down. For some reason, when I'm filming, I can't hit these rotations up. And that's pretty much it. Alrighty. Peace.